Continuing on with our expansion of logs. ln of 7x squared y divided by z. This whole quantity is inside parentheses. And there's two routes that you can approach with this. You can see that this problem is going to contain both a product and a quotient as well as a power property. And with all three of them, we might get a little confused on, is this z with the 7, is it with the x squared, is it with the y, is it with all of them? And so what my advice to you would be is to start by bringing the z to the numerator. That way, everything is in the top part of the fraction, and it's just a product property that we're dealing with. So the first thing would be bringing up that z. So the ln of 7x squared y, z to the minus 1. Now I've got just a product and a power property I've got to deal with. And since I'm expanding, I'm going to do the product property first. The ln of 7 plus the ln of x squared plus the ln of y plus the ln of z to the negative 1. And then finally I can apply the power property, which is going to fix this plus here. ln of 7 plus ln of x squared plus ln of y minus 1 ln of z. I could have also done it from the perspective of seeing that all up here is a product property, so all those are going to have plus signs. And then once I use the quotient property of this top expression by the bottom, I have a minus of the bottom. So you could also look at it that way. But if you bring this exponent up to the top and make it z to the negative 1, that negative 1 in the exponent will take care of the sign when you roll it down for your power property. The second example involves using a square root. And the first thing we want to do is we want to rewrite that square root in exponential form, which is 4x plus 1 raised to the 1/2 over 8. Once I have that done, I can see I've got a power property up here. I've got a quotient property with the full expression. And since I'm expanding, I'm going to do the quotient before the power. So the quotient property, the ln of 4x plus 1 raised to the 1/2 minus the ln of 8. Whoops. There's my quotient property. And then I can apply my power property. So 1/2 ln of 4x plus 1 minus the ln of 8 is going to be my fully expanded expression. There is no rule that says I can distribute an ln into this quantity, so the quantity has to remain as is. The final one then, log base b of x times x plus 2 quantity squared. This right here is the same thing as saying log base b of x times x plus 2 quantity squared. So inside there, I've got a product property and a power property. So we'll start out with our product property. Log base b of x, I'm going to take my first spot, and then I'm going to add log base b of the second quantity that I've got, which is x plus 2 quantity squared. And then I can apply my power property with the second piece where there's 2 rolls in front of the entire expression. So log base b of x plus 2 log base b of x plus 2. If I wanted to, I could have written this as x plus 2 and then x plus 2, because x plus 2 quantity squared really is the same thing written twice. And then I would have 3 product properties that I'm dealing with. But then I would notice that I would have log base b of x plus 2 and then another log base b of x plus 2, which is the same thing as 2 log base b of x plus 2. So you could have expanded this another time and then added as the final step.